Fucking cuts off. God, piece of shit. I guess I pretty much, God damn it. Still seems I fucked up, though, because I didn't really get a lot of, I just want to check my trophies, my 2 trophies. Jessica survived her night of terror. Mike kept the wolf alive throughout the sanitarium. Okay. And I still got, that's only 33%. Man, there's a lot of other shit. Ultra rare, very rare, rare, ultra rare. Okay, no, never mind. The rare, I got those ultra rare. Okay, so there's 2 ultra rare. Few, oh no, 3, 4. Okay, 4 ultra rare. Ultra rare. Anyway, few rare, few, well, quite a lot. Few rare. Tiny bit of common. Few very rare. Well, quite a lot to an extent. Shit. Let's see. What? Besides the platinum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Out of like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, including the platinum. What the fuck? Shit.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's out of his fucking mind. He wanted to hurt us. Okay? And I thought he was the one who attacked Jess.
You thought?
I thought we were close. After his sisters disappeared, he'd come and talk to me. He said I was the only one who understood him. I thought we had a connection.
Who? Josh?
If you need someone to talk to,
I'm fine.
sometimes, after a traumatic experience...
I said I'm fine.
Who she said?
I stabbed him, and I tried to get away, but I didn't know. I swear I didn't know.
Didn't know? Who did you stab?
Oh, I stabbed the maniac. I didn't know it was Josh, but then he was the psycho, and how was I supposed to know Josh had all the sauce and the gun, and oh my god.
About Matt, have you found him?
No,
Really?
not yet.
Yeah, well, don't look too hard.
You don't sound very concerned.
Fucker left me to die. He said he was my boyfriend, but then he basically murdered me. Would you give a shit?
Your friend Ashley, she told us she tried to help you. She said she heard you calling out.
Not me. Mike.
What do you remember?
He came for me. He did.
She looks the
Came
more...
for you?
most
Where is he?
traumatized.
Did he
Yeah,
make it?
What the fuck?
You need to listen to me. I don't care if you believe me or not. Doesn't matter because you will. You need to go down to the mines.
What's in the mine, Sam?
Okay, we'll find Josh.
I've seen what's down there, and I'd give anything to unsee it.
Where's Josh? The fuck? Fucking epilogue? Where the fuck is Josh, man? What the fuck? Some bullshit. I don't get it. What kind of, how many endings could you get? That's some bullshit. Cause I saw a clip. How the fuck did I miss a lot of shit? That's weird. I don't get that. I do not understand that whatsoever. It's fucked up. What the fuck? I checked. I really don't understand. I wouldn't mind taking out the music. Just so I don't fucking get, you know, copyright. Man, I really don't fucking get how I missed clue number 2 and a few others. The last clues of 1952. I don't understand how the fuck I missed that shit. I got all the twins. I guess that was the easiest one, it seems. I still don't understand how the fuck I fucked up with Matt. I didn't realize I maybe could have helped Ashley if I went to the her voice, because I thought it could have got attacked, so I was scared to, you know, go there alone. It's fucking weird. Okay, so I guess I didn't get well, obviously I didn't get the best ending. It's fucked up. We gotta have a fucking epilogue, come on. I wonder if it's just weird to, you know, build those relationships and just have a little tiny insight based on their, you know, I don't know, man, how to fucking call it, but sort of little epilogue after getting saved. That's fucking nothing. They just, you know, they just describe what the fuck happened to an extent. They just you know, they just answer the questions to an extent. They just wonder what the fuck, you know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know, because I feel like, well, it's, I don't know, because I don't see how the story could change that much based on, like, how many differences are there based on little shit? Because I feel like it would for the most part send you the same direction, but they make it seem like it won't. And like there's at least going to be, you know, obviously a different ending for every shit, but I still feel like it would all be the same shit with the old man. Well, obviously the I would think that's how they save themselves all, right? But that would kind of be boring if it just ends all the time on. What about Hannah? What about Josh? What the fuck happened to Josh? He's just stuck in the mines. Did Hannah kill him? What the fuck? She wouldn't fucking kill him. I doubt she killed him. She would have fucking killed him right on the spot. Did she eat him? Why the fuck would she do that? She recognized him apparently. So, what about Ashley and Chris? What's up with them? What about fucking Mike and Jessica? You know, what the fuck? Why the fuck did Sam? What the fuck was Sam talking about? How I understand him. I understand him. Was she talking about Josh, or go find him? Was that what she was saying? I didn't really catch what the fuck she was saying. Could I have been untrusting of Emily as Matt and still survive? Should I have go back to the lodge with the gang and not go whatsoever to the, you know, I don't know, or somehow save her and myself, and because of that survive the attack, and then both together find. But then how the fuck? But then no, because Emily. Oh no, she fell in another spot, so I don't know. Yeah, she fell down and he went, you know, up the tunnel. So I guess maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. So I guess that no matter what, they get separated. At least on going to the tower. Is the tower the worst spot to go to? Is it better to go to the lodge? Could you even go back to the lodge? Are you forced to go to the tower? What else? What the fuck happens when Ashley hears, Jessica, and then maybe they talk through the pipes? And then what? That's it? Or do they find them? What about okay, well, yeah, if apparently I could have had something for Emily to not get bit and not get threatened by Mike with a gun. What if we shot her? She would have died and he would have fucking killed her. Then I would have got an achievement from that, probably. What about the other gun? Ashley or Chris could have killed himself or killed Ashley, right? Or he could have killed Ashley with a saw because of Josh. Crazy fuck. What else? So I guess no matter what, you gotta pick Josh, and Josh wouldn't know that because I guess he assumed the best that would happen because he knows that Chris loves Ashley. But even then, it's a fucked up joke. Well, I don't know. Kind of yes and no. I don't know. Fuck. I still don't get why Sam has a high level of relationship status with Mike. I don't get what's up with that. From what they barely talk. They're the characters who interact the less, the least. I mean, to an extent. Besides Matt with anybody else. Of course, the black guy, right? Fuck. You know what? Emily wasn't really that involved. It was mostly fucking Mike, Sam. Yeah, mostly Mike and Sam in the end. Okay, I'm assuming it's over. Okay, just before that, put back the music. Let's see. No. How?
There's something down here.
What the fuck is he eating?
I have a visual on a survivor. One survivor, repeat. Is that?
Oh, fuck.
Stay back! Stay back! No! Stay back!
Okay, well, that's not a pig, but... Man, fuck, poor Josh. God damn it, Josh. Why? Why? Because it took them too long? Fucking... The fuck is, So... I'm pretty fucking sure you could avoid that. Dude... I wonder if, like... Is there, like, just one perfect ending where you really have to not fuck up anything? Like, no bites, no this, no that? No mistrust. Harmony with everyone? Or can you save everyone even with, fuckery here and there? So, whose fault is this? Did it really take that long? So it's fucking Mike's fault because he didn't say shit? Why the fuck did he not say shit? What the fuck was I supposed to do for him to say shit? What a pussy. What about this shit? Okay, well that's fucking over because... Fuck. Oh, I could do that now. Shit. Shit, okay. Okay, cool. Fuck yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to fucking, you know, play the whole fucking game again. I wish you could just save. I'm not sure what I would do, though, differently. Fuck, I don't know. I'm really not sure where I would go to I guess there, right? Oh, no, it's later on. It's over here. I guess I would go there, because that's, yeah, that's where. But even then, what the fuck did I miss? How the fuck did I miss the other shit? Okay, let's see. How the fuck did I miss this shit? Look at all this shit. The events of the past. I'm missing a lot still, which is weird. Still a lot of danger. Still a lot of, you know. Where's this? Where's the other 6? What about this shit? How the fuck? Oh, that. Yeah, that. Yeah, okay, maybe. Not the cabin, but. Well, no, probably not. I don't know, man. Shit. Okay, Huh. Yeah, I guess I'll, watch this.
I am Hayden Panettiere, and we are here at the studio recording Until Dawn.
My name is Rami Malek, and I play Josh.
My name is Megan Martin.
My name is Brett Dalton.
My name is Antonella Lentini, and I played Hannah and Beth.
My name is Jordan Fisher, and I play the character Matthew.
Really?
I'm Nicole Bloom, and I play Emily in the game.
The fuck?
My name is Noah Fleiss.
Oh shit.
I am Galadriel Steinman, and I play Ashley.
Okay.
So Until Dawn is the story of 8 teenagers who revisit this cabin in the woods about a year later after a really traumatic experience where I've lost 2 of my sisters, so coming to kind of get some closure in that.
He's got creepy eyes.
One of the things that Larry does really well is make these multi-layered characters, and I think for just the story in general, it follows the quintessential horror film plot lines, but the characters are so unique in themselves, and
I can't pause. Fuck.
Oh, I hope this was the right thing to do.
Shit. You know, Jessica's a lot more attractive in person.
I mean, Josh seemed really pumped about us all doing something, didn't he?
That was a little cute.
He definitely did. I haven't seen him so excited about something in forever.
Good.
I never expected Hannah and
Sam and I have a few things in common, such as
she doesn't have the same voice. It's funny.
Huge lovers of animals, and she's a huge animal lover. She's vegan. She is a pacifist. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna go as far as saying that I'm a pacifist, but she's spunky and cool. I know that she, I think, is made fun of a little bit by the rest of them who think that her morals and her beliefs in that area are a little ridiculous and they don't agree with them, but she doesn't care. It doesn't stop her from being herself. And
we never really felt that though. When?
I hope I have in common with her.
You know,
When though?
Definitely.
Is there books of this shit?
Can be depressed at some times and a bit of a loner, but he takes some solace in one of his sister's friends, Sam, played by Hayden Panettiere, and invites everybody back to the same house the next year to kind of find some closure.
Jessica she has a whole lot of personality. She is definitely the sort of mean girl character that, you know, at school she knows she's pretty, she knows that boys like her, and she's going to use it to her advantage.
He's got a big heart, and you can tell that that's very evident, especially how he treats his girlfriend, Emily, and
he got a weird
he's
face.
kind of a meathead, but in the best way possible.
She really knows what she wants, and she manages
She really doesn't
to,
really look like
to
herself
get
that
that
much.
from whomever it is, whether it be Matt or Mike. You know, she's really driven, and I can definitely relate to that.
I mean, the teeth and
My
eyes,
character is Chris.
him to an extent, yeah, for the most part.
He is what society might.
It's funny how they changed their voice, though.
Of the group, and he kind of embraces it.
Ashley she's a little more serious than some of the other girls. She's definitely very intelligent and
Most of them got
thoughtful.
fucking
She
square
kinda looks at
faces.
the whole big picture of things. She's not quite as geeky as Chris, but they connect in a lot of ways.
Mike is like big guy on campus. He's the class president who has some charm and has brain, and I don't know. People seem to like Mike. He gets away with a lot, though. He can be kind of jerky. The fact that he really just kind of wants everyone to be happy, and he's a people pleaser, and it's I can definitely attest to being, you know, that guy. I'm always the friend that wants everybody to be happy and wants everybody to be taken care of, and that's definitely Matt.
But also, like, this character is just so fun. I rarely get to play the bitch, and so it was really fun to do that.
The spirit of things, seriously, what's
Yeah,
wrong
see?
with you?
Just trying to lighten the mood, Em.
Even him,
Don't be
little.
like that.
Like what?
The way you're being. You always get like this.
I just think this is just the coolest thing to be a part of, and I just think it's going to take the world by storm. I really do. I think this genre is the wave of the future, and I think that once people see the potential behind it, of getting to interact with the drama that you're witnessing unfold in such a realistic way, that this is how entertainment's going to be from now on.
It's interesting how they have a lot of insight. Well, even though they, you know, over realizing now, not that much, considering, you know, it was pretty short. But it's interesting how, you know, well, it's normal. You know, it's, I've actually acted, and I know how, you know, sometimes you create your own. Well, whatever. For in this case, they have a lot more insight and depth of the character with the creator, and we didn't really see much, if not at all, of what they mentioned on the inside. You kind of feel it, but not really. Like you, with Sam, you could only tell, you know, that she's really close with was close with Josh based on the picture. But in interaction, they never really get the chance to talk, unfortunately. So, well, you know, not much, or, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Matt, he doesn't have a lot of screen time at all, really. He's got the least screen time to an extent, I think. It's mostly fucking Mike and, yeah, mostly Mike and Sam, I think. Who else? Mike really is like kind of almost the main one. And then there's yeah, Sam, pretty much near the end. Okay. Select the movie clip. Okay,
Hi, this is Lee Robinson, production designer on Until Dawn. The production design for Until Dawn started with the great teen horror script that sets the characters in a Canadian...
Yeah, you know, before that, I just want to talk about how pretty fucking good game. Great to an extent. I would give it I think 7.5 out of 10. Pretty fucking solid. I really enjoyed it, but the the whole mystery and all that, and the psychology of how like it makes me think a lot in the end, and like what the fuck did I do wrong, and all that shit. Uh, the possibilities, the hypotheses, the theories that you come up with. Shit. Shit like that. It's really fun and entertaining to the imagination. But I would say there was only 10 more or less jump scares, which I don't know if more would have been annoying. I don't know if it's just right, but the first 3 were fucking great, or the first 2. Then after that, it was all pretty lackluster. None. I had a few moments where my stomach jumped, or yeah, I kind of jumped and sort of gasped, but just a tiny bit. Because the first 2, like I really fucking jumped and I really got scared. I fucking surprised, scared, like oh fuck, the first 2-3 times. But then after that, I never got that shit. Although I did get tense feelings of when you're not supposed to move, because even though I'm comfortable just lying my hands on my lap, on my thighs, well yeah, lap, same shit, in a comfortable position where I'm just it's fine, it's still, but just I try personally for me, I try not to really talk too much or breathe too hard out of fear that it would move the sensor. So that sense, that tenseness, and the music was pretty good too. Pretty scary, but not that creepy to me at times. But not. I don't know. It's not. It's just not that creepy, or it's very repetitive. So I guess it's creepy. It's scary, but it's not. Maybe it's too repetitive. Maybe it's just not creepy enough overall. But pretty good nonetheless. It's really the theorizing and then the whole mystery and the truth that for me, like, I thought was really fucking great. How I thought at first, we think it's a psychopath, but then it's fucking Josh. But then you kind of, well, at least for me, you figure it out anyway. But then to find out that it's there's some kind of weird monster, what the fuck? But then to find out that it's Hannah, and in the way that she became a monster, Wendigo, from cannibalism of her sister, living in, staying alive for over a month. Well, 30 days. Alone after fucking falling off a pit. Fuck, that's fucking nuts. That's crazy. So that story aspect is really fucking great. The minor shit is, well, it's interesting too. I guess the basis is kind of weird because the Wendigo shit is just like just a random curse out of Wendigo spirits, and so we don't really but it's still great. It's really interesting. It's just that at first it feels kind of random, but then once you figure out, oh okay, shit, there's a lot of Wendigo still, like, it's fucking awesome. It's not perfect in the sense of the motion capture. I think it's obvious, but like it's mostly just on the facial expressions and not really the action of movement whatsoever. So it's really off on that, but whatever. It's still fucking it's still great as a horror game. And the first dialogues of the game I thought was great because it really felt like the introduction of any 80s, more like 90s horror flick, a classic horror flick like Jason Voorhees, Freddy You know, Nightmare on Elm Street, Michael Myers, like really those three classics. The same sort of intro, the cheesy shit, you know, the dumb characters, you know, the jock, the slut, the bitch, the, you know, type of shit like that. But it, you know, sometimes the acting is, well, no, actually most of the time the acting is bad, or the characters are bad. But in this case, I mean, they weren't great when I think about it now, because there wasn't enough depth. But for what they were pretty fucking good, I think. And I thought the dialogue with the cheesiness of, you know, classic horror flicks was fucking great. I thought it was hilarious at some points. So I really liked that feeling of, you know, the cheesy, corny, you know, slut shit. Well, you know, I mean, not slut shit, but, you know, Mike and Jessica, you know, wanting to fuck, and, you know, Emily being a bitch. Josh kind of being the weirdo in a way. Chris being the, I don't know, the sort of pussy. Ashley just being the fuck, man. Oh yeah, I slept 2 hours even though I feel fucking fine. Yeah. I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm not sure what else to say anyway. Yeah, that guy, the flamethrower guy, he pretty interesting for a little bit. Well, you know, he gave a good, yeah. So, you know, everything served its purpose really well, I think, for the most part. And there's still a fair amount to explore, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know how much you could change the story by playing it again, besides just going through the same story plots, and just save everyone. Because the only thing I missed was Matt, Jessica. I think I could have saved her. Sam, I still don't get. Well, I guess her, no matter what, she climbs the shit anyway, right? I think, maybe not. Still find that weird how you just let a fucking girl climb on her own, and she could fucking die. I guess because she's a highkist, but still, fuck. Her alone, and they just leave it. All the other guys leave her? The fuck? Makes no fucking sense. I don't get that whatsoever. Oh, I'm gonna get Mike. I'll catch you guys later. Okay, yeah, sure. Stay in the mine alone and try to find Mike, and maybe die with Mike, or just that maybe Mike is already dead and you die. Or, you know, whatever. So I thought that was fucked up. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll continue watching the videos. There's a lot. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. You know, what time is it? 20. Yeah, whatever. I wish you could.
Hi, this is Lee Robinson, production designer on Until Dawn.
I wish you could fucking.
The production design for Until Dawn started with the great teen horror script that sets the characters in a Canadian winter mountain lodge, being a contemporary setting with visual clues derived from classic films of that genre, such as Hitchcock's Psycho and Stanley Kubrick's Shining.
Oh yeah, I never watched that shit yet.
The storyboards are vital to the production design, as it allows the designer to understand the scale of the environments to be made and the detail that would be seen to create the atmosphere of a horror. This took us into concepts that took these storyboards further, visualizing the world through the color palette, the lighting, tone, and the mood, and developing key locations such as the lodge, the cable car stations, the forests themselves, the wilderness. As you can see, the environments and atmospheres changed quite a bit from warm and inviting to cold and threatening. The Millionaire's Mountain Lodge was a key example. It was designed to be made from nearby stone and timber, embedding it into the landscape, with a contrasting and contemporary interior, needing to be opulent and extravagant. We created dark and claustrophobic corridors, with ominous and large open spaces, almost cathedral-like in size, and with huge structures to silhouette and dwarf the characters within, providing a labyrinth to explore and wander. Each character was developed with a strong visual identity in mind, with contrasting colours, tones and silhouettes to identify them. each to have their own texture, pattern and shape, so that when they were lined up, you could always identify them.
Oh, good job on that.
The costume designs allowed a range of clothes that would suit them for the cold winter weather, but also have an element of style and individualism, so that the audience could look at them and relate, recognizing themselves within them.
Not exactly, it's fucking cold and you're way too light.
By a nice cozy fire bathed in atmospheric mood lighting.
Right. It'll get plenty toasty once we're rubbing up against each other.
Mike. Fire and mood lighting.
Yes.
Working with the lighting artists, we really brought the look and feel of the world together, and this required a thorough understanding of the visual language of teen horror. A key scene was where all the characters emerge out of the rear of the lodge chasing Hannah. A contrast is evident straight away from the exterior wilderness to the warmth of the lodge. The attention to character lighting here is through the bounce and rim lighting, accented colours and composition, creating characters that come from the dark into the light and back again with an emotional effect.
Guys, there's someone outside.
What the hell?
Hannah!
What's going on? Where's my sister going?
It's fine. She just can't take a joke.
It was just a prank, Han.
That's such a bitch way to say it. Oh, that should be interesting. Fuck. I need my
Until
ass.
Dawn is a game that's full of horror, and one of the things we decided to do early on was to take a scientific approach to how scary it was. So we did experiments on people, and we measured their responses to the game. We've created a test area. It's as close to a home setup as we can get it. We've recruited ordinary people to play the game, and we've left them to play it on their own.
You're turning the light off.
Yeah, well, the first hour is great.
The only difference is it's rigged with cameras and microphones that relay the data through to the next room where people are watching them play. Bracelet here we use for biometric testing. It measures the player's emotional response. It's called a galvanic response sensor. It makes contact with the user's skin, and it measures the electrical conductivity across their skin. It's the same principle as an old-fashioned lie detector. When you're stressed, you sweat a little, very sensitive. It picks up tiny changes if the player is feeling anxious or scared. That data's fed back to a testing team, comes through as a graph.
I'm so sorry.
There's no point testing one or two people, you have to test a lot of people.
Yeah, of course.
When we have a scare that's consistently has a measurable emotional response, then we knew it was good. If it didn't have that, it goes back to the team for improvement. The data doesn't tell us what's wrong with the scare, it only tells us if it's working or not.
Yeah, maybe they didn't test out enough tough guys. Or, less fearful.
Here we have a chapter relatively early in the game.
Maybe not long enough to the game.
Nothing regular about it.
We have to create tension and anxiety in the player so they are ready to receive the scare.
That was little, yeah. Dude, to me, I didn't get it. It's really not one before you got the first few.
Have to give the player time to recover, to cool down, to calm down, and then start building the tension again before we do the next scare.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What the hell?
You just got mugged.
Yeah, it's an adrenaline high in that game.
There's two things we found. One is we could look at the scares, analyse if our expected scares were working effectively. Were people shrieking and covering their hands, or were they getting an emotional response from it? And being scientific about it means that we strip out people's opinions about whether things are working or not. We've got data, and we look at the data.
Not enough in the middle of the game, though. A little bit near the end. Near the end, in the end, yeah. Beginning, the jump
maybe a bit
scares.
scared to play on my own, but
In a room with the lights on, yeah, with some other people as well, yeah, maybe.
because I was scaredy cat, I would play with someone in the room. And the lights on.
It was one of the scariest games I've played in a long while.
You're pretty short.
Hi, Larry.
Hey, Graham.
Yeah, that's the...
Hi, my name is Graham Resnick. I'm a filmmaker, writer, director, sound designer, and I started working with Larry Fessenden about 10, 15 years ago through my friend Ty West, who I
She's
grew
got
up
a
with,
brown eye
and,
now.
I've done a lot of sound design with on his
Great.
films.
Shit, that's cool.
And he was producing
Well, it's
Ty's
fucked up,
films
but cool.
at the time, and Ty introduced me to Larry. Larry produced my first feature, and we've written together on several projects.
My name is Larry Fessenden. I'm a filmmaker. I run Glass Eye Pix, which is an independent production company out of New York. We make indie movies, a lot of scary movies as well. Cool. And I got a call to audition to write this video game. Oh, yeah. And I called my pal Graham Resnick because Graham is a gamer. And while I thought I could offer something to the idea of writing this multi-branching story, I knew that I would want Graham's expertise as a lover of gameplay, since I guess games were started. So
and just as a lover.
And as a lover, yes. Which is why there's so many sex jokes in the game.
There was one Italian website that did say the Larry
that's
Fessenden and
right.
Graham Resnick, the two lovers behind Until Dawn.
Come here. Maybe I know how to handle you too.
I am definitely ready to be handled.
So I wanted Graham by my side. Yeah, and we got the gig, and it's been an amazing ride.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. She's taking her shirt off. What? Oh my god. Matt, what are you doing here?
That's right, she...
Hannah.
I'm sorry, Hannah. This all got
What?
out of hand,
Just
but...
So in the game, the basic setup is that a year prior to the game's start, all these kids had gone up to a ski lodge that was owned by the parents of one of the kids, or a couple of the kids, and some of the teenagers played a prank on some of the other teenagers, and the terrible tragedy occurred when a few of them, two sisters, ran out into a blizzard, and were never seen from again. And so now, a year later, this is kind of torn apart, this group of friends. They've gone through some trials and tribulations in the past year. The brother of the two girls has had a lot of psychological issues, and to kind of help him cope and help them all get over it, they all returned to the lodge a year later, back up on the mountain. And the idea is to get over it, but...
the healing does not begin.
Yeah, and these kids are all trying to find themselves. They've been through a trauma, but in general, they're just teenagers trying to figure out who they are. So they're all kind of falling into the patterns, the stereotypes, the characters they see on TV and in the movies.
Yeah, I actually had the Until Dawn
in
VR. I don't have a VR.
Taking
though.
genre tropes and kind of making them
sort
of refresh them.
Come on. Boring.
Hey, did you see that? Dad said it'd just be us this weekend.
We're familiar with how slasher movies work. Most people have seen some horror movies, and we have established notions and preconceptions about the roles of the players in horror movies and how they talk and how they get killed and how they have sex. And to bring you into the game that way and then subvert a lot of those expectations.
Yeah, great concept.
They're haunted by some incident that happened in their past, which I think you pretty much figure out that that's going to have a role in their interaction. Yeah, so I think what was fun was we take some sort of stock characters and we try to give them some shape, but at least at the beginning they're recognizable in the way of groups of friends. There's the jock and the bitchy girl and the rivalries between everyone. And
oh my gosh, and really fun characters too. Like we just had so much fun living in the minds of these characters through writing the script.
What do you think?
Jesus!
It was fun. I think we were looking to get that kind of banter that you
Yeah.
see both in movies, but also that you absolutely have with friends, and sort of those inside jokes.
And of course, as writers and as friends ourselves, we sort of developed little tracks, and we try to give the characters that kind of vibe.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, that's cool. Oh, the music. There's not a lot though. Fuck.
All right, from the top.
My name is Jason Graves, and I'm the composer for Until Dawn. I've been involved with Until Dawn for about a year now. Originally, I was contacted by Barney Pratt, the audio director. I think that had something to do with my lineage of horror games, and hopefully
no shit,
not the fact that my last name is Graves, although a lot of people seem to associate my name with scary music.
That's cool.
One of the things that was really exciting about working with Barney and the team at Supermassive is they really wanted something unique for the music. They wanted the music to stand out and be a character on its own in the game.
You know what? I honestly don't really understand. Well, I'm ignorant. I don't fucking know. I don't really understand what the fuck's the
When
deal
I'm
with
first
the
starting
composer.
on a new score, and it doesn't matter if it's film, television, or games, I always end up going to the main theme. Sometimes the developer or producer isn't even necessarily interested in the main theme at the beginning. I just want to do it for myself, because for me, the main theme is the identity of the game. It establishes the mood, the atmosphere, and the character of the music, and how it's going to be playing in the background. And that's what we did with Until Dawn.
That's smart.
That was actually my demo pitch
That's what you
to
did.
Supermassive Games. I put a main theme together, recorded all the instruments at my studio, and sent it to them. And they liked it. We actually ended up recording that exact theme, all the instruments and everything, live here at Ocean Way, probably 9 months ago. And that's what we've been using in all the demos for the game, and that's the final version of the theme that is the main theme that you'll hear on the menus and in some key pieces of gameplay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really understand the thing about a composer, because like they all got their papers anyway, so they know what they're supposed to do. They memorize for the most part, right? So I don't know, like what. Just as a reminder, okay, now you, like.
And there's something about
high,
scary music.
but
I
they
think
already
it's
know
maybe
that
the
they're supposed to
lack
go
of
high or
rules.
low. Or,
The biggest rule in scary music is there are no rules, so you can do anything you want, and actually, if you end up doing things that don't feel like they would work out together, they kind of clash, and it ends up being even more effective for scary music.
Or is the composer
that's what
supposed to be the guy
really
with
drew me
the best memory to
was the
lead, remind everyone?
Plus, writing thematic
You know? I don't
material
fucking know.
that is interwoven with the scary textures. I haven't really done anything like that before. Usually it was just all
Besides,
all tension
creating,
all the time, and that's fun and it's great. But I'm actually at heart a very melodic composer. That's the kind of music I love listening to, and that's the kind of music I love writing. That's the kind of music I got to work on in Until Dawn. Very nice. Same thing.
Okay. There's still a lot of shit, so I'm gonna go grab something to eat real quick. Take my asthma pump because I can't fucking breathe for some reason. Sun cream. Shit. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't fucking cut off, but anyway. Well, you know, internet connection. Piece of shit. Real quick. Just want to check. Okay. So the next game I'm going to play, I'm going to replay The Walking Dead, the final season, episode 1. Just to get a different ending. Which only takes 2 hours, so you know that's really easy to. I might do that right away afterwards. The Witcher 3, I'll. Yeah, I don't know, shit. Well, yeah, so I guess the next game is well, shit, yeah, maybe I might start Red Dead Redemption. By that shit I'm playing now. Well, you know, yeah. Download it, you know. Anyway. Anyway, one problem I have with Until Dawn is that I'm not. I guess I'm not planning to play it soon, or not too soon at least, depending on. Because what I want to do is I want to get every achievement I can. I have 12 left. There's 19 in total. I got the math, man. The math. 7. I got 7. So I want to get all the rest of the 12. Well, basically 11. Well, and you know, anyway. But I don't want to waste my time and just figure that out on my own. But then if I if I look at the achievements, I might spoil myself if the game really is that different on the way you could have different story plots, completely different story plots, and based on what you choose, or maybe it's pretty straightforward on, you know, on whatever you do, like I explained before, which I really wonder. So I guess really the thing about with Matt and Emily, what if I didn't get caught with Sam? Does she get caught? Could I have avoided that? Probably not. She got caught by Josh though, so what about Ashley? Well, she gets caught no matter what, right? So how the fuck did I how the fuck did I miss the other shit? Is it when I restart, is it gonna save? You know, like fuck. Am I gonna keep is it gonna be like a you know, new game plus type of shit? Probably not. So, you know, there's a bunch of questions on to not waste my time and just hopefully, well, maybe not hopefully, because then it'd be disappointing if it's just that easy, because that would mean that the story's pretty linear besides the ending, or just I guess Matt and the surviving. I guess we'll see. Anyway, I'll try to brief quickly.
My name is Will Biles, Executive Creative Director of Until Dawn. The first part of getting a believable facial performance in-game is to capture, topographically, the actor's range of emotional expressions as separate versions of the same head. Every tiny nuance gets digitized and merged, effectively creating a model that can recreate every facial movement that the actor makes. Once the topography has been recorded, the actor's performance itself can be captured by using a predetermined set of marker points, drawn precisely on the face, and a high-def helmet cam, wirelessly linked to capture devices. The camera is the small box where it looks like the microphone should be.
Outro Sam. Mark.
It records in high def the movement of the dots throughout the performance that will drive the expressions captured earlier. Unlike other systems, this form of capture is far less lossy because there are fewer interpretations between performance captured and performance rendered finally in-game. The audio is also recorded, via
That should be
two
fun and
separate
tough to
evaluating
act on
mics
that.
attached to the helmet.
I like that.
It takes a while for the actors to acclimatise to carrying around the recording devices and the helmet cams, but very soon the shoot becomes similar to any other effects shoot or a green screen shoot. The actors in these scenes are only recording facial animation, but use cursory body movements for pacing.
Wait, and maybe we should all stick together and find everybody, make sure they're all okay. So
1-1 the year before the prank.
Too bad they
Take
didn't
two, Mark.
use.
Other than the other actors, they have to use their imagination for everything and everywhere that they are supposed to be seeing and feeling.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's tough.
From a hot
Good
midday
actors,
studio in Los Angeles to a freezing midnight mountain in British Columbia.
What's that about? That's it? The fuck? Okay, part 2. Fuck that. Too short. Too short! Is there a longer version? Online?
Because Until Dawn has a dynamic, ever-changing story, the facial performances and the body performances are recorded separately, with different systems. With the body capture, we use reflective bead suits and an infrared camera matrix system that drives the CG bone hierarchies in our character models. These performances cover everything from character locomotion, scene-specific performances and stunt work, most of which was recorded at studios in Pinewood and Shepperton, near London.
Hannah!
With different...
Combining
stunt
all
men
the
or
elements
the
seamlessly
actors?
in the final game becomes a formidable editing and logistical task. Every variation, both physical and emotional, must be combined in these multi-edits. Scaffolding props have to stand in for the sets, because the hundreds of infrared cameras have to be able to see all of the reflective beads on the actor.
That's it? The fuck? Ah, it's too short. Well, at least, you know, unlike most games, at least they got fucking behind the scenes.
America's North Woods border region. Within this land of 10,000 lakes and miles of dense timber, a hideous creature is believed to lurk.
What the fuck is this?
The North Woods is probably one of the last frontiers in America. There's still a lot of places in this area that hasn't been set foot by man. Monsters and mysteries exist here because it is remote.
Yeah.
Up in the North Woods, winters are long.
What the fuck is this shit?
In times of biting cold and isolation, a devouring monster is believed to come forth.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
It's terrorized native people for generations.
Growing up, I was told, like, don't go outside, the Wendigo will get you.
Come on, old man. Oh, really? They believe in that shit? What the fuck?
Among the traditions of the northern Algonquin tribes is the Wendigo, a monster that can seize hold of a person to carry out its hunger for human flesh.
Many Native Americans fear even talking about this Wendigo, and even the mention of the name will let the Wendigo find out where you are, and it will open you up to be possessed by this Wendigo.
The most famous case of a Wendigo possession took place in 1879.
Yeah, footage.
In the deep woods outside of Edmonton, Alberta. Swift Runner, a Cree Indian, was a trapper and a guide. He had left town the previous autumn with his wife, 6 children, and his mother. But
Yeah,
when
just a
Swift Runner
compulsive flyer trying
returned
to
in
make
spring, he was alone.
Swift Runner came into a nearby village
I don't know.
telling this heartbreaking tale
I had to watch them starve to death.
of his family being killed by starvation, and that he was the only survivor.
My whole family gone.
It wasn't hard to understand a family falling victim to a brutal winter.
Obviously they're
Something
reenacting
was
that.
suspicious about Swift Runner.
So,
He was a strapping man, and he came into town weighing over 200 pounds. It didn't look like somebody who had just weathered a terrible winter. He wasn't malnourished, didn't look like he was starving. He looked healthier than ever.
After a few nights, it became clear that something was wrong.
He started having night terrors, screaming in his sleep.
I am the Wendigo.
Oh, come on.
Villagers alerted the police.
Swift Runner actually guided them back to his winter cabin.
Embarrassing. Could have at least, you know, not
when they got there,
reenacted.
that's when they saw the true horror.
Could have at least picked a, you know,
human skulls were scattered around. Many bones, some of which had been snapped in half, and the marrow inside had been drained. They had never seen anything like it. Swift Runner had killed his entire family, shooting them, hitting them with an axe, strangling, and then eating most of their bodies.
The acting's fucking What the fuck is this? Come on, fuck off.
Right up until the moment the noose was on his neck, Swift Runner swore the evil spirit of the Wendigo had possessed him and twisted him into a cannibal killer.
When he was on the gallows, Swift Runner himself said, "I am no longer a man."
Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Yuck. Fuck. Fuck off, man. What the fuck was that fucking gay ass bullshit? Just a fucking poor retard trying to make money creating bullshit. Because his life isn't exciting. Fuck off, man. Yeah, fucking right. Could at least just have the guy talk.
Go on, move.
Well, fucking try to reenact it with that fucking horrible quality. With a bunch of bad actors, bad crew, production. Fuck.
I don't know why you did after what happened last year.
You mean with Hannah and Beth?
Yeah, how could you know without being involved?
I don't take kindly to you kids coming up here to my mountain.
Your mountain?
The mountain don't belong to me, it's true. But it don't belong to the Washingtons. This mountain belongs to the Wendigo.
Well,
Hi, this is Lee Robinson, production designer at Supermassive Games. Understanding the
At least
ancient
you got a
myths
good
of the
story
Wendigo
out of
was key for
some
their
bullshit
development
story.
that helped the
Well, you
visual
know,
look.
mythology.
Through sketches and concepts, these elements were visualized, such as eyes being milky, almost dead, with loss of lips and eyelids due to frostbite, fangs growing and arms and legs getting longer, with skin hardening and thickening to look snarling and menacing, yet withered and lean.
What the hell was that? Another fucking piece of...
Fingers and toenails extending like claws, allowing them to climb effortlessly. We made them look gaunt and weathered, and having ragged remains of clothes they wore. Blood-stained and rotten, with patches of hair still remaining, they retained strong skeletal limbs, which enable them to be agile and quick through the environment.
Where are you?
Yeah, this part was pretty crazy.
My name is Jamie Gallipo, animation director at Supermassive. The overall direction on the creature was to be very strong, to be extremely fast. We wanted a spider-like movement to the creature. 1 minute scampering to leaping and then crawling, almost instantaneous. And finally, we wanted the creature to have this real, uncontrollable thirst for flesh.
From a sound design perspective, the Wendigo is a real challenge. For the main vocalizations of the Wendigo, we used our own vocalizations, various different animals from the exotic to the farmyard, various plugins and processes to gel these sounds together and keep a human resonance behind that voice, telling the backstory of the Wendigo. During the chase sequences, the anger of the Wendigo is felt by encircling breaths, screams and screeches that essentially chase you as you're being chased by the Wendigo.
That's all I fucked up.
We would layer them up in a multitude of layers, sometimes 15, 20 sounds playing at the same time, to build up the vocalizations for this fearsome creature which is always in attack mode, hyperactive, and chasing you throughout the game.
Fuck, okay. I'll check. I'll spoil myself. Why not? Because that's the plan, man. Hopefully it doesn't fucking cut off. Okay, let's see. Fuck off. Let's watch. Stupid shit. Okay, IGN has yeah, too bad I didn't get the fucking all the clues. Because that's gonna be the most annoying one. Okay, if all the girls survived until dawn. Okay, I got that. I didn't get all the boys though. All 8 survived. Nobody survived? Shit. Okay. Okay, let's see. I didn't mention them though. One where none of them survive. Huh. I didn't fucking get all the totems. What the fuck? Yeah, well, you know, Sam flicks. Basically, it's most of the trophies are any bad thing that you don't want to do. Which makes sense, which is what I thought, unfortunately. Okay, so it's pretty linear. I doubt there's anything new. If I you know, when I save or maybe go to the lodge, it's probably gonna be force me to go to, I don't know. So, you know, Sam flicks the switch and gets everyone killed. Ashley snaps and lets Chris die. I'm not sure how that's supposed to happen. Mike cuts off his fingers. You know, to free himself from the bear trap. That's a bear. You call that a bear trap? Ashley or Chris opened the trapdoor and let the monster in. I'm not sure how. I don't remember what that is. Mike shoots Emily. Chris shoots Ashley. That's pretty much it. Okay. Fuck. Well. Okay. Yeah. So no matter what, you really have to. Fuck. I'm scared if I. I just want to check. I want to check how the replay is affected. zoom option. Fucking. Okay, let's see. For example, what's the easiest thing? Oh, whoops. Oh, I don't want to. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, it's a pretty, well, I don't know, kind of, I think it was obvious, but the guy says, well, I don't know, pretty much just know that, well, maybe I didn't really understand, but pretty much, you know, everything you do obviously is on your first playthrough. It's saved off your first playthrough. And, yeah, okay, so that's pretty much it. Even if it's saved off your first playthrough and doesn't continue changing. Off, like as if you know, play the game completely different again. It really stays off the first playthrough. Okay, so that's interesting. Well, shit. Okay, I wonder if that could work. Fuck. So wait, does that mean that even if I save Matt in one chapter and the other chapter, it's still gonna stay to the what do you call it? It's still gonna stay on the first save. And just fucking what the fuck am I trying to say? Well, not continue as if the new way you started playing on your second playthrough. Yeah, so I'm actually, I don't know, well, I'm pretty sure that's me, but I don't know. It could be someone. Okay, no, it's not me. I'm actually leaving. I just finished. I didn't really, I was just checking, testing shit out, checking how the replayability works, and I finished looking at behind the scenes. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna play. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play. I guess I'll play The Walking Dead final season, second playthrough. Probably not yet, but maybe The Witcher 3. Eventually, I'll have to replay that and try to fix my mistakes and get the good ending, because I got the bad ending. Dead Rising 4 eventually, replay the epilogue, because I lost all my fucking save data. 380 hours. Fuck. What else? It's kind of it. Dark Souls 3, I might start streaming that soon. Or I could just buy Red Dead Redemption right away after this. Or soon. Yeah. So, let's see here. Okay, well, makes sense, he left. Rightfully so. So, I mean, unfortunately the shit was cut off. So it's not a full, proper episode. Well, live. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the stream. My inside, my shit, whatever. I'm kind of disappointed. I don't know. Because I'm not sure how... Fuck, I gotta get the... God damn it, I gotta get all the collect... Man, of course, how the fuck did I miss the other collectibles? I don't get that. I guess I was supposed to get the rest with Matt. I don't get how I... Yeah, I guess so. That's the only explanation, right? What if I... Was there a way to save Jessica, though? For her to never get caught? Let's see. I'm gonna see that. Shit. Oops. Okay, IGN endings. The good ending. Okay, how everyone survives. Okay, Sam, Mike, Chris, Ashley, and Emily. Yeah, makes sense. Pretty much how I had it, but you know, they have to be in the lodge in the final. Okay, so no matter, well, yeah, of course that happens. Shit, okay, so to get the very bad ending, everyone should be dead before, you know, Sam gets to the lodge, except for Mike and Sam. Okay, and Sam fails both. Don't move. Shit. Okay. For everyone to die. Interesting. Well, yeah, true. Shit, okay. So if you shot for Chris, if, you know, either you get, if you miss the shotgun, the Wendigo kills you, well, you know, Hannah kills you. If not, once you get to the lodge and you try to kill Ashley, she lets you to die outside. Wait, what? So in chapter 9, if with all the girls, if Chris in the mines, Chris has the option to investigate the noises, and if he goes in the hatch, he dies 100%, as said. If not, 15% shit. If not, he, you know, if Ashley opened the door before he did, he dies. So Jessica, let's see. Okay. Pretty much if Mike fucks up all the shit, Jessica dies. Okay. Okay, so I guess, yeah, no matter what, Jessica, she gets stuck with the Wendigo, and you can't fucking, okay, it's boring. So if Emily fails to start the elevator, she gets fucked up by the, you know, the Wendigo. If she misses too many, you know, buttons, or, you know, shit, she gets fucked. Oh shit. She could fall in a grinder if she fucks up. Okay, well, you know, or Mike could kill you. He'll kill Emily. And then, you know, with the lodge, depending on Sam. Matt. Yeah, how the fuck did I fuck that up? Oh shit. Okay. Huh. Okay, so if I harm the elk, he'll dangle on the cliff. And he'll fall to his death if he misses the buns. Shit, okay. Okay, so if you fuck up with that's interesting with the animals. Yeah, okay, but I don't get that. Fuck. You know, he could have survived the Wendigo if he didn't shoot the flare gun, but I don't remember having that choice. Okay, then he gets chased by the Wendigo, I guess. Okay, if Sam dies, you know, Mike sacrifices himself. Shit, okay. So if I went, okay, no, I think I was right. If Ashley goes to the noises and opens the trapdoor, instant death. Shit. Okay, good thing I didn't fucking go there then. The fuck, really? So Josh, whether or not Sam finds Hannah's journal, if she didn't find it, he dies. If she does find it, he's spared. But he still gets caught. That's gay as fuck. That's sad. Come on, that's not fair, fuck. Okay, it's mostly people just theorizing. Okay, yeah, so Josh, no matter what, he ends up like that. Shit. That That's gay as fuck. Fuck, come on, that's not fair. It's not fair to Josh, man. Come on, fuck off. It's really not fair. This article talks way too much. Ah, fuck this guy. Shit article. Secret ending. What the fuck? What's he talking about? Yeah, honestly, Josh's shit ending is really probably explained. I think they never really. Man, fuck. It's not fair. Fuck. Anyway, I wonder if there's books. Fuck it. I'll check on. I don't know. I'll check Wikipedia. $2015, huh? Pretty good ratings. Mostly 7s. Well, yeah. Okay, well, no. Quite a few 8s, too. Oh, shit. Yeah, shit. Okay. Okay, I'm fucking done. Okay. Yeah, pretty, solid 7.5 out of 10, I think. Pretty good, great game, yeah. Shit, it's just, the fucking ending, man. It's not properly explained. Like, where's the logic of how the fuck, Josh becomes a Wendigo? People say the soul of Hannah went to Josh, but that's only after cannibalize. And okay, he ate started eating the fucking, what's his fucking name? The flamethrower guy, but they knew where the fuck he was left. Well, yeah, they had an idea. Fucking Mike knew. So what's the excuse off that? It's the fucking big plot hole, I think, to an extent. Fuck. Anyway, hope you guys like that stream. I'm gonna play, I don't know, might just chill and whatever. Play 2 hours of, real quick, of The Walking Dead again.